What is up everyone, Northside here, welcome to my channel, thanks for the support in the previous videos. Today PC players, or me, or whoever plays on PC, we are getting the new episode 2 Sharandar, and the gate will be unlocked, and you all know my excitement about the new heroic encounters. Joke aside, I have to say that patch notes are quite extensive, and I'm not going to read through all of them. I'm going to leave the link in the description and in a pinned comment. However, we are going to go through the patch notes, and I will just highlight some of the things that I find interesting. There are various buffs, nerfs, changes to the damages or health in the hunts, bosses, Tomb of the Nine Gods, Castle Ravenloft, etc. With that being said, I just have to mention that there is a portion of the patch notes that teases us that bashin order now will provide gear, and if you interact with him and you have a skill kit, which are quite cheap, you can buy it from the vendor, you can get particular gear for your class. Now I don't know what it is because the patch isn't live. As soon as it goes live, I will continue providing content. The rings, I have already prepared the companion equipment, adjusted, and I will show you that in one of the next videos, maybe even tonight. So let's go and check out the patch notes, and we will wrap it up until the servers are down and check out what's new. I'm interested in new rings actually, and that's all. So let's jump to the patch notes that community manager Julia posted late last night, and we will go from there. So here we are. These are the patch notes, as I said, that Julia posted late last night or morning for my time. We are gonna start with the known issues. Now straight off the bat, we got known issues. Now until the next build is released, heroic encounters in the mire will drop bashin order plans in addition to the new currency, because we are getting a new currency with the new heroic encounter. However, the bashin order plans will drop regardless. So this will change so that it's just the new currency for the new episode. So not in this patch, but in next patch or maybe ninja patch. I really don't know. Now binding change with exclamation mark got me really excited, and then I read that the rings from Sharandar content are now bind to account on pickup instead of bind on equip. I'm not sure what the rings are they referring to. Maybe you can tell me in the comment section. These items will become bound when the build goes live today after the patch. If not immediately, however, next time they're moved. So if you wish to trade or auction them, this is your last chance. Now I don't know if they made a mistake and they're just referring to awareness rings that could be posted. I do not know. Now release notes, we're gonna go skip April Fool's event. Hell Pit doesn't have an item level restriction anymore. Content and environment, Sharandar. Now this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. The bashin order treasurer can now have his treasure taken from him by players with thievery kits. Okay, so we can steal from him or just use those thievery kits. He carried treasures appropriate for all classes in Neverwinter, so be on a lookout for him. This is quite interesting, and I want to see what's in store for us there. So we will see about that. Vault of Stars, Corpse Flower will no longer prevent the player from advancing after the maze by remaining in combat indefinitely. The achievement Elusive Prey can once again properly be completed, and so the Corpse Flowers is actually the only mechanical fix. Everything else is achievement. Okay, we got classes and balance. Cleric Arbiter, Sacred Flame now deals 100 magnitude of damage. However, for the Rogue Assassin, Duelist Flurry, Path of the Blade can now only proc Duelist Flurry Shadow on the initial cast rather than also through later damage events. So rogues can tell me what's that all about. Okay, companion powers, various companion powers has been fixed, as you can see here. Blur vision, deceptive insight, dull senses, etc. Item powers, now this is quite interesting. As you can see, at will perk, different ranks of this power no longer incorrectly stacks. Item sets, the following other mountain weapon set bonuses should now grant percentage total contribution to stats. Mountaineer, Alabaster, and Burnish set. So this is maybe interesting for the new players. The 3 mount powers has been fixed. Enemies and encounters. Now this is quite interesting. Castle Ravenloft, or CR as we call it, Sisters of Strahd. The health of these bosses has been reduced. So nerf to the bosses. How much HP? I do not know. Hunts, Avernus Nightspine health has been reduced, nerf. Now Master of the Hunt, however, runners and Hound of the Hunt from the Master of the Hunt skirmish now deal the appropriate damage with their melee attacks, which means this has increased their damage. Tomb of the Nine Gods, Bigsby Grasping Hand now has less health. Ras Nazia Triple Cry Power now deals less base damage. Ras Nazia Apply Vulnerability now makes affected characters 10% more vulnerable, reduced from 25%. And we got Zariel's Challenge Normal. Zariel's War Portals now had their blade sharpened again. They have gotten a bit dull after so much use, so I would assume it's doing more damage. Items and economy, artifacts, artifact equipment for warlocks. We got equipment for the lion guard, fixes. We got items. Now this is quite interesting. Vendors. Sharandar campaign store shattered diamonds are now properly sold in batches of 1 for 1,000 of the appropriate currency rather than batches of 20 for 20,000. I still think it's the same thing, it's just you need less for 1. I still think it's ridiculously high and it's absolutely horrible. So that's my personal opinion. We got some changes to the Zen market. The mount necklaces no longer give item level. So I am even if they're not equipped on the character. So which is it? Is it are they not going to give item level anymore, or just when they're not equipped? So we have to wait and see. Item level equals damage, etc. So we will see about that. In short, these are the patch notes for today's patch. So I will see you in game, guys and girls, and thank you for watching. Shout out to my channel members, and that's it. Northside is out.